SPYxANYA Operation Memories is a new game based on the hit anime show Spy X Family. But is it just a standard crossover, or is there more to this? Let's find out. Hey everybody, my name is Warwick and welcome to Warwick Reviews, where today we'll be checking out SPYxANYA Operation Memories. Before we obviously start, I would like to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love doing these reviews and it's so nice to see people enjoying them as well. If you are new, this is what we do here. So my name is Warwick. I mainly stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Warwick. But you can find me on there, on the socials, or as you're watching right now, find me here on my YouTube. I do a lot of different reviews of very different games. You can find a lot out there. I've done Paladins, I've done Harvest Hunt, Rogue Prince of Persia, Sandland, and more. You find out all throughout the links. I'm sure you better find one that you like there. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't, please give us a like and subscribe, and even leave a comment on what you thought of this review or any of the other videos. But like I said, we're going to be reviewing SPYxANYA Operation Memories. And I do want to say a big shout out to Bandai Namco for the review code. I really appreciate it. But let's get stuck in. So SPYxANYA Operation Memories, as I said, is based on the hit anime show Spy X Family. And it's been sort of out for a few years now. I'm sure you've seen, either if you haven't watched it, you've probably seen clips or little bits about it. Basically, it's about this sort of forced upon family where you got a spy, you got undercover agent, you've got a kid who can mind read and a dog who can also mind read, I think, always aware of what's going on. And it follows their story and the hijinks there. And with this game, you are basically playing Anya, who's the little kid, and you're going through the game through their eyes. So the basis of this game is you're playing as Anya. You sort of start off in the school and you learn about the basics, and you are needing to do some homework. Don't worry, it's not bad homework. It's not like bad equations or anything like that. Thankfully, it's quite a nice one. So your job as Anya is to go on these operations or as these outings and basically fill your diary. As we start, so as Anya, basically it establishes the controls, the basic settings of everything else. I will say, if you aren't aware of the anime or even seen it, you won't get some of the backstory. It very much starts as though you know the characters. You can play this game without knowing the anime, but you will learn more about who the characters are. But for the most part, you won't need to, but you will benefit if you know some sort of the anime or the show itself. But like I said, you start with Anya, you're in a school setting, basically establishing the controls, the systems and stuff. And if you aren't used to the anime, you notice that they've gone to like a 3D style. And I think they've done a really good job. Like sometimes transitioning from a different type of anime or a different type of animation can be a bit jarring. I think for the most part, they've done a really good job. It looks very stylish. It fits within the show, the anime, and I think they've done a good job and things seem to handle pretty well. There might be some sort of, with some of the characters seem a bit jagged in certain places with the 3D aspect of it, but I think for the most part, it looks really good. That's really happy and it feels like you're in the game. And even better is you've got voice acting. For what I could see, you couldn't change it to English dubbed. It was only Japanese dubbed, but with English subtitles, but it was all voiced. So you've got all that, which is great to see. And also you've got subtitles there to know what they're saying if you don't know Japanese. And you've got all the sounds effects and you've got all the sounds from the anime. So again, it very much feels like the anime in game form. But like I said, you're playing, you're establishing the world, you go home and you learn, hey, you've got some homework to do. And Anya, very animated as she is, isn't very happy about that. But thankfully, the homework's quite good. So basically we have to go on outings and explore different things and fill this diary up, because we can't just go, I went home, I ate food and went to bed. I mean, depends what food you're having, I guess. But yeah, so we're lucky that we get to sort of plan these sort of outings. So for the first one, that's a tutorial one, you're into like the local park. And this is where it sort of establishes different roles within that. So you've got different criteria. So you can bring certain things to the park and basically take pictures. So there's one with Lloyd and you're reading a comic and it's your job to get a memory or a picture of that. And you've got certain techniques. So it's learning about the angle, finding the right moment, and you've got sort of overlays in the game telling you when it's a good moment. You take a picture and it will score based on how good the picture was, with the angle, the expression, the memory. And once you're happy with a picture, you can save that, put it in your book, into your diary. And with action points, you have a certain amount of action points, so you can do another action. So you've got one more. So we go to the fountain, you go to the fountain, we blow some bubbles and we get a nice picture, and then take a picture, share it in diary, and that's your day done. You go in there. What is really cool is not just this environment here, you also got other environments. So this, again, like a tutorial, but you start opening it up and you learn you got a lot more sort of missions, as it's called, I believe, and you got different outings, and within that you got certain criteria that you can do, and you can revisit places as well. So for like with the park one, I couldn't do everything because I only had certain action points, so I can revisit and feel more of the diary with doing different aspects in that. And also, as you saw, there's sort of like this prep before you go out outing, so you can change your outfits. And I was lucky enough to get like a deluxe version, so unlock some extra outfits, and so you can customize not just Anya but also the other characters as well, even the dog with different bows and stuff and outfits from the show. And what was really cool about this is once you change the outfit, when the characters are interacting and talking, they are wearing that outfit. So you can change them to like sort of the spy gear and actually wearing it as they're communicating, which is really cool. And there's a lot of options there. That was great. And there's like a store, so you can buy certain items to use in the outings to get the diary sort of ticked off, basically. So that's the main base of the game. So you got that there. And I will say really, really fun, really, really nice, really wholesome. I know with certain like anime crossover games and stuff, they can seem quite basic, but I think for the most part, I think there's a lot here. It felt like I was playing the anime, which is really good. It translates really well. I think someone who watches the show or knows of the show will get a lot out of this. And if you don't, I feel like you'll probably enjoy this quite a bit. There's like an element of like Pokemon Snap, like the picture taking. They've translated the characters really well, so it's really funny, as the show is really expressive, and it looks really nice, and it's really pleasant. And there's not just that either. There's also mini games. So as you can see, go back to main menu, you've got your mini games. You can play 1 or 2 player. I believe it's 2 player local co-op, and you got all these mini games which is unlocked from the very beginning, which is great. And you got various minutes like bowling you can do, so you can bowl with the family, you can get scores and stuff, and then you win points with that. Also, you can actually play as other characters, like do spy missions. There's a lot of things you can do, and you got these mini games, and you can sort of break up sort of the main game with that and go back and forth. And I just had a really, really fun time. It was a really nice game. I think they did a really good job translating the game from the anime and stuff. Like I said, you know, sometimes these anime crossover games can be very basic, or it's very much very shoehorned in times. I feel like they've done enough here. They've understood the story. You know, they've focused on Anya, which is a wonderful character, really funny, really great. And so they focus on her, all their quirks and all, you know, all the expressions and stuff, and made a story that makes sense. Like it involves a family, and as you go through different stories, you learn more about different worlds and there's things going on. And I think they're just a really, really fun time. I think it's something that is really easy to pick up, especially like sort of younger audiences. I think they would really enjoy that, especially like with family. I think it would be a really fun game to play with little ones and stuff. And also as adults, enjoy it as well. Even if you haven't watched the anime, which I, by the way, would recommend. It's a very, very good anime. And the mangas are fantastic as well. But yeah, I think they've done a wonderful job. I think it does exactly what it sets out to do. It looks great. It handles really well. And I think if you're looking for a little bit of wholesomeness in a video game where you can pick up and play for a few minutes at a time, I think you can't go wrong. I will say with the settings, very, very basic settings. There wasn't too much there. There was sort of audio, sort of gameplay and stuff. You can invert the cameras for the movement and also for the photo. You can change the text speed, so you can actually change how quick or slow the text shows. I did like the fact is that it showed an example of it, so it's instant or fast or slow, which was good. But for the most part, it was quite basic. There wasn't too much there. I would like to see more potentially, but for the most part, it's serviceable. But I think as the game isn't too taxing, I think it doesn't need too much, but that's what the settings are there. But yeah, like I said, I had a really fun time, really wholesome. You will get a lot out of this if you watched the anime or read the manga. And even if you haven't, I think it's a cool little game to pick up, especially if you've got like a family, you can play that together. I think it'd be a really nice time. You get to enjoy certain aspects. And yeah, there we go. But thank you so much for listening. I really, really appreciate it. Or watching, depending if you're watching or listening. But hopefully, whatever you're doing, hope you had a wonderful time. I really enjoyed doing this. Again, my name is Warwick. I mainly stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Warwick. You can also find me on the various socials and, of course, on Warwick Reviews. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.